Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Elden Ring Mage walkthrough. We are at the Castle Morne lift and are about to go in and do the castle. If you bring out a summons, like say the skeletons, you'll aggro everything. It's actually easier to just do it yourself. Especially you factor in that the summon costs mana anyway. This is the most dangerous part of the entire place. It's just this front part. So over in here, there's a fantastic greatsword, the Claymore. And a chest. So this is actually an amazing weapon. Let's see, Claymore, Claymore, Claymore. It's going to show it. Here it is. It does have a high strength requirement, but we're probably going to be pumping our strength up eventually anyway. But it's infusible. You can make it like cold or magic eventually. Oh, going the wrong way. So if you head up this way, we're going to get the Steelwire Torch. See if we can get a hit from behind to get a crit. heal. Oh, and then I probably take damage. There, we got a crit. Heal again. And take damage again. And then our Steelwire Torch is over here. Let's see, Glintstone Bevel. These guys are pretty dangerous up close, so it's good to just take them out with Glintstone Pebble. Heavier than a normal torch, but it does more fire damage. So genuinely using it as a weapon, I suppose. So now we're going to go back and go up here. Behold. See if we can get a crit somewhere. You know what? I think instead of fussing with crits, we'll put on our Blessed Dew. I was trying to remember, we want to talk to Edgar, but I am blanking on where. This is the way forward to the Grace, but we need to... This is it. I want to talk to Edgar over here, give him the letter. Oh, that was a dangerous backstep. I could have gone off.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, where you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, take this.
So he gives us a sacrificial twig, and now we give him the letter.
From Irina. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet, even if the castle should fall. It's to ensure the treasured sword of Morne.
So he won't leave because he's worried about the treasured sword, which the final boss is holding. So we're gonna go liberate that sword for him. Now if you look out, I think it's here, there's a Stonesword Key. Oh yeah, these things take like a zillion damage. Talk to the ghost. These slime things you can just kind of run by. That guy's tougher. And then up here we get the Twinblade Talisman. So that enhances the final hit of attacks, chain attacks. That's a kindness. We had used flasks, I suppose. I don't think we have though. Oh, that's the first one we've actually killed, so we get the tutorial about it. So here there are rats, which we might be able to see. Turn on our lantern. I think we're probably going to want I'm just struggling to see the beam. Am I blind? Yeah, okay. Now I think from here, actually we could probably... The advantage of being a mage, you just sit up here and not fall down into the sea of rats. Blending in. That gets you the whip. If you want to play with whips. Fino, you're into that? Not judging. And then that pretty much gets us all the loot now except for the final boss, I want to say. Let me just double checking notes. Got the Stonesword Key, Twinblade Talisman, whip, twig from Edgar. We got the Claymore and the Steelwire Torch. Alright, so we are good to... And you can actually... You don't even have to go over there and fight anything. You can just drop from here. And this guy's going to be really, really fast. This is a good candidate for Rock Sling. If you want a more fun challenge, you can actually take him on without summons. He's actually a pretty fun boss to fight. See, no, we're nowhere close to leveling up. So now we have to get back to Edgar, which is kind of annoying. I wish they had made Edgar move to this room. It would have been more convenient, but they didn't. So you have to basically go back to the lift and work your way back to Edgar again. So we do now have to go back. We now have to go back over to Edgar, which is kind of a pain, but there is at least a shortcut you can take to get over there. If I remember to stand on the button. Just standing here like, oh, hey. You may notice that I actually have runes to go collect. I actually stopped and had a screen up and was talking and explaining something in the walkthrough, and something jumped me and killed me because I picked a bad place to pull up the screen. So I'm gonna cut that out of the walkthrough so you don't have to see this part twice. But yeah, a lesson to always be thinking about where you are when you're when you stop to talk about something. I was explaining Edgar and Irina's quest after, and was trying to show a short, how everything connected, and then I got jumped. So yeah, this shortcut over here takes you all the way up to the place where you would have dropped down if you went the other way. So it bypasses the Claymore Steelwire Torch section. But there is an enemy here. Right there. But just to show, we dropped down from up there when we went the long way. Where'd the other guy go? Did he die? So we go back and talk to Edgar and tell him he's good to go. We got
I'm
the
in
sword.
your debt for keeping the sword. I'm no longer Cipher. Rescued her. Thanks to you, I will be able to devote my remaining Irina as my only hope.
So now we can warp all the way back to where Irina is. This is one of those quests where going to Leonia early you'd miss out on because, well, I don't want to spoil how this evolves, but her quest moves on. So you just kind of miss out on this sequence of events if you rush Leonia.
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety, and that is how fate has answered. I'll find the foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Irina.
Now in Leonia, he's actually going to invade us and try to kill us, which is a little confusing because it makes me think he decided somehow that we were to blame. I was trying to look at, there we go. This message always cracks me up. Examine. She's dead. They didn't bother with any kind of, like, more longer or more detailed written explanation. It's just, nope, she's dead. Alright, so now we're going to, inside Round Table Hold here, we're going to go ahead and unlock and get the Crossbow and the Prayerbook, mainly because I have purchased extra Stonesword Keys, so I can afford to do this. If this loot doesn't interest you, just skip this part. But this lets you see it without necessarily doing it. As you can see, we get the Black Key Crossbow. And then here we get the Assassin's Prayerbook. This loot's just whatever, so nothing to really even be that concerned about. Next, we are going to finally do the Invader here in Round Table Hold. Remember, there was this balcony, and you can actually jump down. Now this guy is going to do a bow, and you will get the reverential bow gesture, so you want to wait to fight him. If he kills us and we're going a second time and you've already got the gesture, you can actually hit him early while he's trying to bow and just be a jerk. But because we want the gesture, we're going to go ahead and let him do that. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do...
Hello.
No, whoops. I always do that, I mean the rest of the table, but I get too close to him. So we can change this up. But since we're switching to a model where we're going to be using this at the start to like become invulnerable. Just going to see if we had literally anything. I think we would probably do restores HP for a time, basically. And then we're going to do Rock Sling on him. So now if he gets a hit on us, you see this bubble will take the hit. And remember, we want to let him keep your distance on this guy. Let him bow. And then we'll get Reverential Bow, and now hit him. And you'll have no trouble with this guy if you just don't let him get close. Like, just keep your distance. And when he does this, you can just kind of move to the side. There's his heal. Remember, he'll only heal once. Yeah, I found Rock Sling was really, really effective. Because he just doesn't really... He has enough attacks he wants to do from ranged, I guess, so he kind of hangs back. So that gets you the Taunter's Tongue. Lure in invaders. I assume that means that you'll get invaded more often? I don't know. And then over here is a fantastic faith weapon. The Cipher Pata. So it's pure faith scaling. Literally nothing, just scales off of faith. If you want to have like a lightsaber, basically. White lightsaber. And then there should be a thing to jump back to the entrance. Alright, and then from here, we're going to go to the War Master's shack. Now remember, if it's nighttime here and War Master Bernal is not there, make it daytime because there's an enemy here. So yeah, if you ever come up and come around the corner and he's just not there.
There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands, mementos of all of a fine tale. That's how I fell in love with this. It grants meaning. Well.
So now what we're gonna do is make it nighttime. And you should be safe to make it nighttime once. It's only if you rest again that the invader shows up. But we're actually gonna do a Deathbird that's up the hill here. But just to make sure, yeah, I can see he's still there. So if you were to rest again, then this place would be invaded, and you could try that guy. He's a pretty tough fight, so we're not going to do it just yet. But over here, we're going to have a Deathbird. I think it's like right here. He'll come in. Look at all these angry sheep. We got angry sheep and bats. Oh. Oh my god. Wait, did all the skeletons die? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Alright, I guess we're gonna, let's see. Get to see a Deathbird fight without summons, I guess. Sheep, sheep nearly did me in. Like, wow, I was not expecting them to be even remotely dangerous or threatening or anything. Alright, so then the final enemy we could do here in this area, of course, is to try to take on the Blood-Bearing Hunter. And my recommendation for this guy is to change your flask allocations and use Carrion Slicer. And now he'll be gone. So we pop our flask and just kind of run in. I always mess that one up. I mistimed that because of the delay every time. It's the red glowing sword hit. There we go. Then you get the Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing. As a reminder there, you just turn that in here at Round Table Hold. Let's see. This one. So this adds nothing important really. Adds the piece bones.
What do you need? Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion? And you would do well to remember the first stand before the Elden. If those words held, follow the guidance of grace. Let do so, and the doors and you will.
So he's basically saying we're worthless until we get a until we get a great rune. We're not interesting to him. We haven't proven ourselves as an interesting Tarnished yet. And then the other really difficult fight here is the Crucible Knight. And what I found worked best as a mage with this guy is just Glintstone Pebble and maintaining distance. Now that does mean you need enough, like we're going to be using a lot of mana, so we want 3 flask charges. And just to show where that Everjail is, it's right here. And at least I think this is the toughest fight in Limgrave. But at least as a mage we can kind of hang back and just spam at him. See, this is kind of cheeseball. You just kind of maintain your distance. Oh, accidentally gestured. This you gotta roll at the right time. So now, if you ever need to heal, you need to be really far away because he does this lance move where he kind of just plunges into you. Oh, whoops. Oh, and then this is a double hit, so you gotta make sure to roll. You can see it's really cheesy. You know, it feels really kind of goofy. And you can see you really do need all of the mana. And that's it. He's really not bad for Mage, but like, oh, for melee he's tough. Because this melee, it's really hard. Like, you have to kind of run far away in order to heal, or know about certain moves that he's going to do. But that gets you an incantation aspects of the Crucible tail, which does that sweep. And then there are other ones that we'll get later, like Horns, which can knock someone down. It actually kind of knocks them up into the air like an uppercut and then slams them down. Alright, and from here, we're going to go to the Third Church of America. So we go out up here where we got Ashawar's Sacred Blade and where we met Alexander in the tunnel. He's still there waiting for us to unblock him. Remember, we took this Spirit Spring, and then we took the second one, but we didn't take the third one. So now we are. We're going to kind of do the last thing in Easternmost Limgrave here. And now we can take this one. You can see there's a church up there. Now we're going to get invaded. And I recommend Rocksling for this fight. Also, this is a very, very lethal invader. Like, if you see me, if you see the wipe right transition here in my video recording, you'll know that I died. It happens. Wait, where's the invader? Oh. Weird, I didn't think you could get this far in. I don't really want to fight in here, it's cramped. I don't want to come out back outside. Oh, it's that move. The leap. Oh, shoot. Alright, that's Anastasia, Tarnished-Eater. But you get the Sacred Scorpion Charm. If you're using Holy, that's really good. It pumps your Holy damage, but you will take more damage. And there's a Magic Scorpion Charm that we're going to want as a Mage, and I'm going to make sure you get here. And then there's also like there's one for fire damage as well. So yeah, they're pretty cool. But you do take a lot more damage, so it's kind of a high risk, high reward kind of thing. And now we're gonna head into Caelid and at least get the grace there. kind of see we are leaving Limgrave. There's the boundary with this wall. We can head right in here and get the Grace. Alright, and I think next time we will either go get Moonveil immediately, and then maybe do French Folk Hero's Grave, and then we will have done every last thing except for Stormveil Castle. So until then.